What is up, Richmond Rillaboom fans? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Hammy G. We're back with our Week 5 team builder this week, playing against Chaos 6 and the Detroit Redwingulls. So right off the bat, in the bottom corner of the screen, you will see their team composed of Landorus T, which is a recent change. He actually, we had originally prepped for this team with Roaring Moon, and he just traded out Roaring Moon for that Lando T. So that was an adjustment. I had some really hot, spicy heat that I was bringing for the Roaring Moon, but that's okay because we've definitely got some things for the Lando T as well. He's got Lando T, Samurai, the Hisuian Samurai, Enamorous T, Cleavor, Chandelure, Registeel, Domfan, Electrode, the Hisuian Electrode, which is one of his Terra Captains, Terra Grass, Ice, or Fairy on that. He's got Hitmonchan, Grimmsnarl, Drifblim, and Munchlax. And Drifblim and Munchlax being the final two Terra Captains. So, let's jump right into what we are bringing this week. And of course, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button if you're liking the season so far. We are 4-0 undefeated going into this match. Feeling pretty good about the season. And yeah, let's see what we're bringing and why we're bringing it. I'm bringing our team captain, of course, Iron Boulder here. Just another great looking matchup here. He's got the Donphan, which is and the Registeel, which would be like his best rock move switch-ins, but I do have close combat to hit that Registeel especially extra hard. And close combat and Psycho Cut both do pretty good damage against the Donphan. But really the strategy here is going to be to get up sticky webs. I'm actually bringing an eject pack on this Iron Boulder set. I've got a nice amount of HP, a little bit of defense, and just enough speed. The only thing I really needed to outspeed is the Lando T. So if he runs Choice Scarf Lando, that's okay. I'll just be able to play around that. But what the eject pack does is, I was actually planning to lead this originally, because my thought was if he's leading Hisuian Samurai, he'll probably just attack my Iron Boulder, but I could close combat that thing and then eject pack out after taking the stat drop from close combat and be able to go into something like my Boptimus, my Duraludon, or the Manaphy, and just start setting up on the Samurai. But I don't know. I may or may not lead this now that he has Lando, because I don't want the eject pack to be wasted right off the bat from Intimidate, forcing me to switch out. But because the eject pack does work on Intimidate, it's actually could be helpful as well. Say like in a scenario where I'm able to revenge kill something with Iron Boulder, and then he brings in Landorus to revenge kill me, especially if it is Scarfed. That actually helps me a lot to be able to just pivot out for free with the eject pack, forcing me out after Intimidate, and I can either go into something like Vikavolt, which probably should wall the Landorus with my Terra Steel, or go into Manaphy and start really threatening him from there. So I actually, I still like eject pack, even though he's brought Lando T to the squad. It just might not be my lead anymore. I'm still debating on what the lead is going to be here. But let's look at our next Pokemon, Vikavolt, which is going to be interesting set this week. Like I said, bringing sticky webs. Sticky webs are huge for after sticky webs. I can be outspeeding everything with my Iron Boulder. It'll let my Iron Boulder be able to outspeed that Hisuian Electrode once it has a -1 speed drop, and then Iron Boulder's looking really good once it's outspeeding things, and I should have enough because everything else is pretty slow aside from Hisuian Electrode. I should have a lot of good chances to like get a Swords Dance up with my Iron Boulder. So I love the combination of Sticky Webs plus Iron Boulder here. Also really helps things like Manaphy and Iron Treads as well. But we're actually bringing Struggle Bug, Thunderbolt, and Volt Switch as the other 3 moves. Got Max Attack, Modest to be able to do damage to just a lot of things, and Volt Switch is always good for like pivoting around. And then Struggle Bug, I actually had to bring that instead of Bug Buzz because in Mox I realized a soundproof, because the Electrode has soundproof as one of its abilities. That thing can like kind of completely wall me um, if I only have Bug Buzz on here. So if he's smart, he'll bring it like Kyle did in my Mox, and so like I need to just have a different bug move to be able to hit that thing. I think Terra Grass makes a lot of sense because it can help break through things like my Iron Treads. His Electrode actually looks really good here, so I got to be careful with that. But yeah, webs are here. I might actually lead with this Vikavolt because it looks like a pretty good lead here against basically anything that's not like Chandelure. Um, and then we have the Assault Vest Iron Treads. Like I said, because his Terra Electrode is such kind of like a problem for me, I'm really needing some kind of decent answer. And this Iron Treads, it has max attack, Jolly, to be again able to outspeed the Landorus. But I've got Ice Spinner, Heavy Slam, Rapid Spin, and High Horsepower. Heavy Slam for the Enamorus. Ice Spinner to be able to hit Lando. Rapid Spin to be able to get rid of hazards. He's got a lot of hazards on this team. So I may actually reduce some of my attack and try to put some more into the special defense to be able to take some hits from Electrode more. That thing, if it's choice specs like Terra Grass, it actually can kind of blow through this Iron Treads. So I need to be aware of what kind of set he's going to bring. Life Orb could definitely do a lot of damage to me too. But if he is choice specs, like I feel like I can play around that because at least then like my Duraludon and Moltres come in pretty easily if he's like locked into a grass move, and we have that 4 times resist going with those things. But yeah, this thing is basically there to just um, remove hazards and have some nice coverage versus him. And then next thing is our Duraludon, aka Boptimus. Duraludon's just been really good in the season. Its ability to be like super bulky with its just good stats, high defense, and the fact that it can run and violate now, and that I can Terra it. You saw in the last match that being able to terrestrialize into flying was huge for that match because I was able to play around the Infernape in that lead matchup. But the Groudon running kind of a interesting spread here. We got Stealth Rocks, Body Press, Dragon Tail, and Dark Pulse. Rocks are always good. This is my other potential lead. Body Press is good for things like the Samurott, Registeel, pretty much anything again that's like not Chandelure. Body Press looks nice for just getting some damage on things. Dragon Tail for some phasing options, um, like if he wants to bring in uh, things like Chandelure or things like Lando or whatever, and I've got rocks up, able to just sort of start wearing things down. um, Duraludon can cause so many issues because there's just not a lot of things that can like kill it quickly. I've got a lot of special defense this week to help take hits from the Electrode again. Just so that like Volt Switch isn't doing much, and also to be able to take some hits from like Chandelure potentially. And then the Dark Pulse, we've got enough speed EVs with Timid Nature to get that plus speed. We naturally outspeed Chandelure, and then just speed creeping that thing. And Dark Pulse should hit that thing pretty hard, especially if it's offensive. I should like 2-hit KO it. So if I'm able to like chip Chandelure down, or I just don't want to like hard switch out, I can do a lot of damage to that thing. And it's really Chandelure is probably one of his best ways to, that I would think on paper would be like his one of his best options for trying to break through this thing. Um, so that Dark Pulse really helps with that, and it's nice that we can outspeed. And then the other thing, yeah, just looking at it, I wanted to have like a decent switch in for Chandelure, because that thing does just hit so hard with Ghost and Fire moves are so strong. So we're bringing Max, especially defensive Moltres, Hot Wings, making our the debut here this week. First time bringing that, and I've got Roost, Ancient Power, Flamethrower, and Hurricane. Ancient Power can just do nice damage to Chandelure and or the Enamorous, which is his other like really specially defensive mon. Um, and the nice thing about Ancient Power is you always have the chance of getting that like across the board stat boost. Like there's a 10% chance that you get a +1 in every stat with Ancient Power. So that's always interesting if we have a free chance to go for that. And then Flamethrower hits the Registeel hard, and then Hurricane just hits everything else for nice damage. Really don't love clicking Hurricane because it is one of those 70% moves that just misses a lot. Um, but if we don't miss, it hits like Hitmonchan, which is his spinner. Um, hits things like Dawnfan for good damage. Hits Chandelure for good damage. And the Lando as well. Um, so yeah, that is Moltres. It could be good to switch out Ancient Power. Now I'm thinking about it, for U-turn. Um, but I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know that U-turn is like super valuable. Um, and then our last Pokemon that we're bringing is Manaphy. So I originally wasn't bringing Manaphy when he had that Roaring Moon team, but because he made the Lando T trade, it looks like Manaphy has another good matchup here. We're actually gonna bring kind of like the standard Tail Glow Manaphy with Scald, Ice Beam, Energy Ball, 3 attacks. Um, Energy Ball hits the Samurott really good. The Ice Beam for Enamorous and Landorus, and also for the Electrode, if that is a Terra Grass Electrode. And then, uh, and yeah, so my thought again, like if the jetpack gets popped and I'm able to just bring in Manaphy for free on the Landorus, that's a good opportunity to get up that Tail Glow. Um, and especially if like my webs are already up, Manaphy just kind of should like run through his whole team pretty much. Registeel is like one of the few things that can like take a hit after +3. He could like Thunder Wave me, but at that point, like if I'm just getting an easy opportunity to plow through that, it's no big deal. Because of the Thunder Wave possibility, I might like. I'll have to consider like switching the citrus berry for lumberry, but I think I like the citrus berry just because there's a lot of things that might want to just stay in and attack Manaphy, like if it's a scarfed Landorus or something, or if his Samurott wants to try to punish me for setting up and stay in, then I can like live a ceaseless edge and then um, get some life back and be able to take a hit from Landorus afterwards. So I think I like the citrus berry. I think I'm gonna keep that. And yeah, we just have enough speed to outspeed Landorus again. So yeah, this week it's really all about getting up the webs and letting things like Manaphy, Duraludon, and Iron Boulder do damage after that. Iron Treads is kind of like my one best switch into his Electrode, is one of the biggest threats, and the Rapid Spin is pretty big for getting rid of like spikes, stealth rocks, things like that. So that is the strategy for this week. pretty quick recording for once. Yeah, we will see you guys in the live battle soon.